Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to do a comparison of earbuds. So these are the old school earbuds that I loved. You just plug it into your phone. It's simple, plug and play. These are very comfortable. You had volume control and they stayed in your ears like that. You know, you didn't have to worry about charging them or anything, and if you lost them, they were cheap. You know, you could get these like at the dollar store, for $1, cheap ones. You could buy better ones from a more reputable retailer. But now, what do we have? We have all these wireless earbuds. So what I have here is I have the Sony 1000 XM3. These are supposedly like sport earbuds, and these are pretty good. They're pretty good. It comes with a nice case like that. It's got Type 2 USB Type 2 charging, which is pretty quick. They're pretty nice. They look nice. They're black. I think they have different colors, blue, white. I'm not sure if you can still get these, but I bought these like used on Amazon, and they were very cheap. They were very inexpensive. The sound quality is pretty good too. You can't hear the sound quality because these are headbuds and they fit inside your ear, but they go right back in. There's like little magnets here that just, boom, grabs them and snaps them just like that. Little magnets, and you close the case. Easy, fits in your pocket, in your palm of your hand. I mean, they're pretty comfortable. They sit flat like that while you're charging, which is good. And then I have the Bose set. You can see the difference in the packaging. There's a little bigger case, but this fits in your hand too. You could probably use this as a weapon. If you're in a fight, you could like put this in your fist and punch someone. But I wouldn't do that. Violence is not a good thing. But, these are older, and these have just, the regular charging connection. This is the newer one. So if you're an Android user, you're going to have two separate cords if you have a newer Android phone, because the newer Android phones have the Type 2, and they're way better than these type of connections, because these are a little fidgety. These go right in. I'm still saying that Apple has the best phone connectors and accessory connectors, especially with the with anything, because that plug just beautifully plugs in. I used to like the old one they had that had the magnet, and it would connect with a magnet and you were good to go. But today, the other thing too is like my phone, this is an Android, you do get wireless charging, but with this, it has this pop socket on this phone, and I can't use the wireless charging. I'm not sure if there's anything out there that has pop socket and wireless charging, so I don't have to, plug my phone in. But I have this phone that I bought, this charger that I bought on Amazon, Type 2, and it's flat. It doesn't like stick out like that, so it's pretty flat, and you just lay the phone flat, and it sits better in your hand. But, if you're a YouTuber or a TikToker, you need a pop socket, especially if you're going to live stream with your phone. You're going to make videos with your phone. You got to have something to hold it on. You don't want to hold it like this. You know what I mean? But getting back to the earbuds, right? So as you can see on the screen, I already pulled up the Bose sports headphones, and the Bose are $295. But I paid $141 because what I do is when I'm on Amazon, I buy used. I always look for used first because they're not really used. The people they use them, but some people buy them. They take them out of the box, and then they just send them back, and they're considered used, and they mark them down. So these two came with no box, nothing. Just came like this. I think the Sonys came with a charging cable and a charger. This came, the Bose just came just like this, and the Bose is the most expensive one out of the group. And just to take a look at the statistics on it, the ones I had also were the orange. So let's take a look at, these are the truly wireless earbuds, weather resistant, with an IPX rating, comes with 3 different pairs of state ear mounts. Now the state ear mounts are these rubbery things right here. And that's what I like about these better than the Sonys, that you have these stay-in things, that these really don't fall out. You know, earbuds tend to fall out. People lose them too. That's the problem with them. But these as well, you know, you have like a magnetic thing here, and it sort of like snaps in, you know, and it stays. You know, it goes in, and it stays like that, and it shuts. One thing I don't like about these is that this latch is a really pain in the neck to open. It's not an easy thing to open like that. You know, it's just a little hard to open. Versus the Sonys, they pop, you know, right open like that. 1, 2, 3. So you could see that the, you know, 5 hours, all the time that it has. And, you know, you can get these used. You know, this is the stuff that came with it. I didn't get any of this, like this kind of casing and all of that. I just got the actual case, which is fine. Total price, you know, $309. And there's so many different types of earbuds. And I usually look for used. The one thing I don't like about these, if I put them in my ear. So like if I want to put them in my ear, you take the first one. That goes in. And they stick out a lot, and I like the orange. So if you do connect, right? See how they look? So what happens is if you do connect, when you do connect, you can only the left side is the dominant earbud. So the left side controls the right side, and you can't use them individually like you can with the Sony. So basically, whenever you're using these Bose earbuds, I'm not sure about the other Bose, but I know this particular set, you can only use them together. You can't use them separate. So they're not an individual set. So if you do lose the left one, you're not going to be able to use the right one like some other earbuds. They're individual. And that's what I found with me personally. You know, so technically that's how they look. And they stay in pretty good. You know, these don't tend to fall out. That's why I like them, because, you know, I don't want to wear a pair of earbuds and let's say I go jogging or you do some kind of activity, they're going to fall out, you know, especially like if you're on the beach, you'll never find them, or in the woods. So this is a plus for the Bose. And they are a little hefty, which is good too, you know, that you could feel them in your ears. They stick in. There's some kind of controls here inside there that you can control the earbuds, turn them on, turn them off, and whatnot. Once you take them out of your ear, you put them back in the case. You know, the wireless goes off. Sometimes, in order for you to get your Wi-Fi back, let's say you want to use the Wi-Fi in the Bluetooth. I'm sorry. Say you want to get the Bluetooth back in your car, you're gonna have to like turn the Bluetooth off and back on your phone, because I think it's still registering the earbuds. But let's take a look and see how the Sony earbuds looks in your ear. So you just take them out and line them up with the metal contacts, and they just snap right in. You know, metal contacts, and you know, these are in. You know, so these are a little more fidgety, like I said, the case, everything. You know, but it's a good case. You know, I'm sure if I throw it, you know, it's not going to break anything. And it's just hard to press on this to release the latch that's in here. That's the only one of the big downfalls. And the charging. And it's like very old technology that you can only use. One is a dominant earbud that controls the right side. So now we're going to go and take a look at the Sony that I purchased. Let's see, Amazon. And I would have been happy with just the regular, you know, the plug-in type of earbuds. So we're going to go here, orders, and this is all the stuff I buy. I just bought a new rad. I bought this stuff for my camper van. I had to replace the valve in my shower. This is something I might return. That is a hot box. So here, so let's go to page 2. Okay, so I originally bought the Sony WP800, and they were pretty good. I gave them to a friend that didn't have them, and they were cheap too. They were like $30. So let's open this up. So these cost $128, the Sonys, and they sound really good. So I think I only paid like $42 for these, versus these were $146. Retail, these are $3 something. Probably if you would have bought them when they first came out at Bose, they were like $4 something. These are very expensive. The sound is good. I mean, it's good sound. They both have really good sound, good bass. They both do noise canceling. But these were like $40 used, and to put these in, you simply take it out, and you kind of like got to screw it in your ears, and it's on. I think the batteries are dead in these. So, boom. But what I find is that I tend to knock these out of my ears. Like they'll just eventually, as you walk or do whatever, they just fall out on their own. And it's very scary. Like one time I went to the bathroom and they fell out. Just imagine if they fell into the toilet. You're screwed, right? But, it's $128. And let's take a look here. Digital noise canceling, industry leading, soundproof experience, 24-bit audio signal processing, 24 hours battery life, 10-minute quick charge. They do charge very fast. 90-minute playtime. The Sonys don't have as much playtime as the Bose, and maybe that's why you're paying a lot of money. You're getting better batteries, perhaps, in the Bose. They say they have longer playtime, but you could use one at a time. You can't use one at a time, I think, in these Bose. You can use one at a time in the Sonys, so you'll have double the usage, because if you're out and about and you can't charge these, you could use one at a time, and you could, you'll have a long standby. Alexa enabled. I haven't figured that out yet. Smart listening, adaptive sound control. It has that somehow. And here they are, $248. And they're on Amazon for, $128. So you can get these in white or silver. I don't know what. Let's see if we can get used. See how much they cost used. I'm trying. Let's see what we got here. But like I said, I only paid like $40 something for these. These were really cheap. And that's how they look inside your ear. These don't stain your ear as well. I think once they get, like, you warm up, they kind of, like, they feel like they're going to fall out now. They just fall right out. Now, I didn't get the extra, ear things here, but I tried to get them off, and they're really hard to get off. I think you got to break the original ones off. And that's the only thing I don't like about them, is that they feel like they're going to break off. Now, I have another cheap set that I got on Amazon, and they stay in my ear, and they were like $32, and they work pretty good too. They had long battery life. You can use them individually. So you can get like off-brand for very cheap, but the Sony and the Bose sound way better than those cheap, knockoffs that you can get from Amazon or eBay or wherever you're going to get them. But I recommend the Sonys, and for, the better USB, the better Type-C charging, the fact that you could use one individually, maybe just my ears that don't hold these in. But that's the only drawback of these, is that they don't really stay in your ear that well. These click in just the same. You just put them in, boom, and the magnet just draws them in. It has a nice case, and the case stays flat, so the charger comes out. Where with these, I think is better that the charger is here and the charger goes out. Not that you have the charger sticking up, but the way it has the Sony's written like this, so you can't just lay this down like that. And then you're looking at a nice gold screen, or you could put it like this. And they're both decent boxes. I mean, like I said, this one, you could put in your fist. You know what I mean? So you could basically hold it. You can see how big it is compared to this one, right? To the Sony versus that. So, like, you can't hear them, but I can guarantee you that both of these headphones have an amazing sound. Bass wise, I think the Bose has a much better bass, probably a better sound than the Sony, but you're really not going to tell a huge difference if it really doesn't matter to you, because it's just going to sound good. You're going to have great clarity. Now, using them on Bluetooth, I found them both, like talking on the phone, I found them both to be good. I mean, they're okay. Even the cheap headset weren't good at all. I mean, I would get drop calls. It would come in and out, hazy, phasey. These, though, the Bluetooth in these are very good quality Bluetooth. So with the Bluetooth, they're both equal, about the same. The sound, I would give a little bit more to the Bose, and staying in the ear, the Bose and the Sony, they're just better because you can use one at a time, and you have the Type 2 charging. You only need one cord. You don't have to walk around with two cords, and it's just your choice. I mean, if you find these really cheap and you try them out and you keep them in your ears and they don't fall out, then these are going to be good for you. The other thing too is, if you do buy a set of used earbuds or anything on Amazon, which I have a link in the description below, it'll take you perhaps to a generic link, but just search for whatever you want, and it lasts for like 24, 48 hours, and I get a small commission. And what happens is, when you buy used items on Amazon, I think you get a 90-day return policy, which is like fantastic. I mean, 90 days. Like, you could try these out for 90 days and return them. Same with these. I just buy the aftermarket, the pre-owned ones that people return, because, who cares? Why pay $400 for these when I paid $140? I paid less than half the price, free shipping, and these were way less than half the price of Sony's. So, you could pay the full retail price if you're squeamish, or just go on Amazon and you'll be able to get a good deal on there. Ship right to your house. But this is John Avanti. Hope you liked the video. Hope it was helpful about these earbuds. And basically these earbuds are gonna be for Android users, because Apple users are gonna tend to buy the Apple earbuds regardless. They want Apple all the way. Apple laptops, Apple watches, Apple. Where Android users, like, they don't care. They'll buy like a different brand of whatever phone they use. And basically, the dominant phone in Android is Samsung. Samsung phones. So you can get the Samsung earbuds that'll work with that. Who knows who makes them for them. You can get a Samsung watch, but then again, like with an Android, you can get an aftermarket watch. It'll work just as good as a Samsung watch. Maybe if you have an Apple phone and you get an aftermarket Apple watch, it may not work that great. Who knows? But John Avant, take care, peace out, and stay tuned for the next video.